25 miles of biking done for the morning in, I think that was 94 minutes. I'm getting a little faster, but that was like an hour and a half of biking. And I can finally open Goldie's library cookie. This is another one that's only costing bells, so it's not like the currency that you usually have to buy, so I'm very excited to see it there. Maybe we'll be super lucky and get something really rare, like another library mobile, or mobile little library. All right, come on, come on. What are we gonna get? Oh, well, it's not gonna be the gold thing, but another ginkgo tree! Okay, it is a happy start to the day. Okay, so one thing about doing 25 miles of biking is that when it's finally time for breakfast every morning, I demolish breakfast. That was, the rolled oats were only here and gone with their blueberries for a second. A giant orange became my like prey, and I feel so much better now that I have eaten. But all right, so good morning everybody. Today should be really twinkling, I think, and full of color and excitement because I am going to be doing some fun things with chips. We're gonna be making hopefully around maybe 100 sugar cookies. We're gonna do like a mix of lemon cookies that we made a few days ago and sugar cookies, but the lemon cookies are just okay. And I think the sugar cookies are a little bit more fun and seasonal. I actually don't like sugar cookies, so I might make a pair for Japan to nibble myself, but I think it'd be really fun to decorate sugar cookies. So we're gonna be making a ton of sugar cookies for his students, which means that I'm gonna be baking a lot. I also need to bake some bread, but that's all fun. Like, it's involved and it's fun and colorful stuff, so I might get a chance to share some of that with you guys. It's blue sky again outside today, so we're about to go on another walk. And if last time we went on a walk, we found a chickadee whose little tail feathers were sticking straight out of a tree, we might find something really fun today too. And I'm gonna take Psyduck with me. I still haven't taken him out of the Pokeball. And I think that that is what I'm gonna have to do today. I think that he is finally gonna have to come out of the Pokeball. And I was planning on recording some Star Stable today and just like racing around that winter forest. And I was planning on recording like a lot of Sims for Cat Cafe because I am so in love with that. And maybe poking and seeing where I need to kind of fill in the layers for the videos for the month. But man, not only am I excited to see what this Psyduck is up to, but in just a second here, I'm gonna show you some fan art just as I got off the bike and was like, phew, I can't wait to see how many levels this guy has. I bet he's like stolen all the candy from all the kids in the region because you get candy like your Pokemon collects candy the longer they're in this Pokeball. And we say that my Psyduck in that series steals candy from like everybody. Like, he crawls into people's houses, he chases kids down the street. He's quite the troublemaker. But just as I was thinking about him, someone on Instagram made some fan art and I was so tickled. Like, I literally got off the bike, walked over to check Instagram just for fun, and there was my Psyduck with his arms full of candy. So we have to see what he is doing today. That's one of my big goals for the day. Also making 100 cookies. I really don't set easy to jump, like I make it a little bit of a challenge for myself, don't I? Also, that's why I'm wearing these earrings though. These are little rock earrings and they kind of look like rock candy. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear the rock candy earrings in honor of Psyduck and all the candy he's going to steal. And I'm really hoping that'll be what happens because it'll be really cute. But lots of colors, sprinkles, candy, maybe some Star Stable, maybe some other stuff. And of course, with our like beginning of the day, we get to start by letting the magic begin, which is such a fun phrase. It feels like I'm summoning something. Let the magic begin. First thing in the morning. Also, sorry if my Sims music has suddenly gotten very loud. I was listening to it while I was biking. But here we go. Let the magic begin, my friends. And we are diving into day 10 of our advent calendar. Wow. I can't believe it's been that many days already. I mean, it's almost halfway through an advent calendar with you guys, and I've grown a lot and gotten to know so many of you a lot over this. Oh, now I'm all like emotional again. Okay, we've got this. You guys ready? Look at those. Oh, this is cute. It's not my usual style because it's more subdued. I'm not usually into like the retro and older style stuff, but it's gold and it has a little teapot. Oh, and little birds. So look at that. Oh, and a carriage. Oh, that's perfect. I could actually, there's a character in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp named Julian who will give you a beautiful silver carriage if you become his friend. Well, you have to build it, but he'll give you the ingredient, like the recipe for it. So I think I'm gonna try to get Julian's carriage. And I don't know, actually there's a castle and there's treasure. Now I want to play Sims Medieval. I love how all of those little things can inspire me. But yeah, it's gonna be a really fun, bright, colorful day, and I am excited to bring you guys along with me. Oh, and there's one more thing I wanted to mention. So if you're wondering how I could devote like an hour and a half now, because it was like 90 minutes today, to biking every morning, but not worry about my work too much. Well, one, I'm trying to prioritize my health more, and two, I'm finding more balance in life. But three, the honest behind the scenes truth of doing all these YouTube videos is that while I bike, I actually set my videos to process. So I have a really great template that I've developed over time where I can load in all of my raw files for audio and video and my inslates and overlays and just like churn through. If they're the same kind of series, I can churn through it pretty quickly. So the entire time I was biking for 94 minutes today, not even all of the episodes from yesterday were able to be processed. So that's an hour and a half of just processing 8 videos out of 12. So I guess it's a little over half, but yeah, for behind the scenes of how YouTube is run, there is a lot of downtime. It's not just the actual recording. There's a lot of time where you have to do the editing and the processing. And so while I bike, I'll occasionally pop up off the bike for like 20 seconds, pop over here, put the files in the right place, get the next video going. But it still took an hour and a half. So in the past, I used to spend that time doing shallow work like email replies or trying to sort things or organize things or getting distracted by like social media, like Instagram and stuff like that. But now I use that time to bike in my room, keeping an eye on the editing and the processing as it's rendering, but balancing my health at the same time. And that's just kind of a little behind the scenes way of how I'm able to achieve 2 really important goals to me at the same time through careful planning and organization and a lot of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp playing. And I almost forgot to show you guys, but here it is. Look at this little Psyduck. I'm gonna have to learn how to like repost things on Instagram just for this. But thank you so much to Ichi Karafuru for how sweet you are. Kitty, kitty. Don't eat the birds. Do you want pets? Oh, so pretty. You should be inside, my love.
Welcome back.
Oh, the cardinal came back?
And his lady.
Oh, he brought his lady with him. He's just snacking. Or did you hear their quiet little... Oh.
We just broken the tree.
I didn't spook them. Psyduck is still in the Pokeball, which is not how I planned the day to go, but I am pretty sure that I am beginning to feel some pep and vinegar and energy after having made over 100 Christmas cookies. Why did it not occur to me that rolling out by hand, cutting by hand, mixing by hand, creating frosting by hand, decorating by hand, 142 odd Christmas cookies would be a little tiring and take about 6 hours. And we're not even done decorating them. We only managed to decorate like a chunk of them, and we still have to do pretty much more than half, and I'm kind of wondering if I want to do that tonight. But I do try to meet a daily quota of having recorded some videos for the main channel, and I'm behind on that because I was making cookies. but I'm really happy that I did that. So that was fun. And our kitchen lighting is totally terrible, so the cookies look all yellow and weird. So I started to try to do some vlogging of like making the cookies, but one, it was kind of like a Siri and Chips sort of, you know, date Sunday afternoon behavior, and it was a lot of work. So sometimes you just get tired and you just want to focus on making the cookies. And two, it was also that our kitchen isn't really set up for sharing cool cooking vlogs with you guys yet. I want it to be eventually, and I actually was telling Chips I would love if when we move after he's done with his PhD, I had like a little studio that had a little setup, and I could have like brought some of the cookies in and had the camera facing down and like sprinkled on them and showing you guys some cool things like that, or at least set it up in a nicely lit kitchen. But for now, you guys just got some snips of behind the scenes in my kitchen, and we made over 140 cookies. At least originally there were 142, and then somehow they got whittled down to like 130 something. I don't know what happened. I would turn around and some of the cookies would vanish. So it was a little interesting, but it was really cool. I have never made sugar cookies, vegan sugar cookies by hand before. I have never made my own frosting for sugar cookies before. I have never dyed frosting for sugar cookies before. So it was just kind of a impromptu thing where I mentioned to Chips that I wanted to learn how to make these really cool sugar cookies that I saw online, where you take 2 Christmas tree cookies and you cut one in half and then you put it together so that it will kind of stand up. And I saw a picture online and I thought that was really fun, and it would be fun to do when we go to visit both our families as like a, hey, you know, for my family it's like, hey, vegan cookies are yummy. I know you guys love sugar cookies. And it would be cute to like have a whole bunch of little standing up trees made out of sugar cookies. So that's why I wanted to try it, and then Chips mentioned, yeah, that'd be great. And I also need some cookies, I think, for my students, because they're gonna have their finals soon, and I'm not gonna see these ones anymore. And he always loves to like treat his students. So suddenly I was like, yeah, I'll help. And we spent the whole afternoon making cookies. It was really fun. It was a lot of work. My feet are so tired. I haven't recorded anything. Psyduck is still trapped inside the Pokeball, but it was so much fun. So I loved it. And I'll put a link to the recipe that we used in the video description, because it was one of the best sugar cookie recipe instructions I have ever seen in my life. If you're a little intimidated by cooking on any level, I accidentally found this woman named Nora while I was looking up how to make like vegan sugar cookie icing, and she has some excellent step-by-step ways to make sugar cookies that any novice of cooking would feel very comfortable reading her instructions. I learned some tricks on how to cut the cookies, how long to bake them, how to roll them out. Like, she really helps people who are just beginners in that recipe, and she has so many links and tips and advice. I love it. I've not looked at anything else on her site, but I'm totally going to, because I've never stumbled on such a like novice level, early cooking level like cooking vlog. They're usually like, first they share their life story with you for 20 minutes, and then finally they tell you the ingredients after giving you a list of like 5 very descriptive words. And then eventually, as you scroll past all the Instagram pictures, you finally find the recipe on those blogs. But for her, like, she's like, yeah, we're making this. And she immediately dove into some helpful tips that anybody who wants to make sugar cookies for the first time would find very useful. So I like them. I actually don't like sugar cookies, by the way. I don't like sugar cookies, but I like these. I really like these, and she had a trick for making the icing very shiny and pretty. I love it. We have sprinkles all over this. I have never made such a pretty sugar cookie before. The fact that I have not made sugar cookies before is kind of, you know, let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that. But that's what we spent our afternoon doing. I hope that the link to the recipe might be useful for some of you, because I know Christmas is coming up and some people like to make cookies. I'm actually really looking forward to baking with both of the families, and really hoping to show my family like, hey, look at this, vegan food's pretty yummy and it's not as hard as you think it is. So I'm looking forward to that too. But as a result, today was kind of like busy, even though it was busy with like one activity, which was cooking over 100 cookies. So there wasn't as much to show you guys as I was hoping, so I might throw in some more like random animal and nature archive vlogs never before seen that you guys can enjoy in the end of this vlog too. But I did want to take just a second to catch up with some of the comments in the vlogs and just say thank you guys so much. When I've had a moment to sit down and review all of the vlog comments, because I can actually read all of the vlog comments, unlike the main channel, which is just like a sea of trying to keep up and you just can't. But I read every single one of the vlog comments, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much. I actually felt a little nervous today and a little self-conscious, like, oh man, I've been talking and rambling and just babbling about myself and mindfulness and joy and all of these things. I can't believe I've been doing that online, like, to so many people. Why would anyone want to see that? And then I get on the vlog comments and I'm really shy. Like, I almost never leave comments on people's videos, and I really have to encourage myself to do so, to try to encourage the creators. But I'm really shy, so it'd be really hard for me to comment something very emotional outside of my space. I can ramble about my heart in this space, right? But outside of my space, I'm very shy. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of you who also say you're very shy. But you've gone like the extra mile to leave comments in my vlogs, just saying thank you to me and about sharing my process of learning how to live, of learning how to balance being a YouTuber and a human and a girlfriend and myself. And thank you, because today I was thinking like, whoa, girly gal, what's the point of this? Like, not in a like weird sad way. I wasn't upset, I wasn't despondent, I wasn't like nobody will care, none of those thoughts. Just kind of like I wonder if you even make sense to other people outside your head sometimes, lady, kind of in a laughing, fun, happy way. And so getting on and reading the vlog comments and seeing that somehow my rambling is helping some of you guys, really helping, it means a lot to me, because the reason I have a vlog channel and the reason that I push so hard is mostly for myself, so that I can try to look back and see that snapshot of who I was years ago. And the thing is, it's also for, I guess, leaving a bit of a legacy. As weird as that may sound, or as like very almost silly that may sound, but I am in love with a historian, and we talk about history all the time. We go to museums and we look at snippets of artifacts left by people who have lived lives just like you and I have, with love and triumph and struggle and eating and finding a home, and they had favorite colors, they might have had a pet, they had favorite foods, and they're gone. And they have no name even left behind for us to remember them by. And to me, I mean, that could be sad, but I'm also kind of like I'm a biologist. I know the ebb and flow of time affects the world. But when I think about those people, I wish so badly I knew more about them sometimes. It happens a lot when we're at a museum. I'll be standing there and looking at a piece of jewelry, for instance, and I will just want so badly to just know the name of the person who made it, know the name of the person who bought it. Was it purchased for someone else as a gift? Was it chosen, were these like stones chosen because they were the favorite color of someone? Or what about this like piece of garment from like a peasant's house? Like, who wove this? Did they have children? What did they laugh about? Did they have a funny laugh? I want to know those things, and I won't. And so I think that the digital age is really something beautiful, because even when I'm fumbling, even when I am unsure of myself, I'm so glad I'm recording it. I'm so glad to capture the sound of my laugh. I'm so glad to capture the sight of this room that when we move will never be here again, even in my lifetime. I am so glad to capture all of the things I'm into and to be able to leave links and evidence behind and a digital footprint of who I am now for myself in the future, but also because maybe somebody one day will want to know the sound of my laugh and they'll have it. And that may sound kind of egotistical, but I don't mean just because I'm so important. I mean, I wish everybody had that. I wish I had the sound of my grandmother's laugh, and I don't. I don't know anywhere that I could pull up either of my grandma's laughs, and I wish my uncle, you know? Like, I wish we all had that. And so I'm glad I have the vlog channel for that too, to leave a bit of a legacy. And so that's one of the biggest reasons that I am just so rambly and honest and open. And I do have to curate my life because it is a public thing to do, and Chips does not want to be public with his life. Just taking a selfie with him is a very gracious act of kindness on his part, because his family doesn't even really do pictures at all, and my family ran a scrapbook store, so you can imagine the cultural clash we had when we started dating, getting used to that with each other. One person's a shutterbug and the other one is completely like camera no-go. So that was interesting. But yeah, sorry, no, I'm not sorry. That's kind of like another layer to why I have this vlog channel and why I share things so openly to thousands of people, is that one day time will pass, and I think that it's not a matter of if I was considered to be cool or kind of nerdy. It doesn't matter if people think that I am kind of silly or I'm boring. It doesn't matter if people don't agree with me. None of those things matter, because at least I'll be out there, if that makes sense. And that sounds really sad, so I'm gonna kind of shift gears a little, because I don't think I'm portraying how happy that makes me. Because I guess it's not like I want to be immortalized or remembered. It's something that I wish we had for everybody. I think that everybody's life has the potential to be so precious and wonderful. I wish I could hear all of your guys' laughs, you know? And some people will find that cheesy. But if we don't consider the life that we and others have to be a precious thing, we won't treat it like one. And I think when we treat our lives like the precious opportunities that they are, we defend it and we cultivate it and we take care of it more than if we just kind of slug along from day to day, or when we feel like we're just victims of circumstances. So apparently this is when poetry series comes out. Moving on. Thank you guys for leaving those comments, because they help to validate those feelings, and I will ramble on because I'm happy to leave whatever legacy this life creates. And it's not going to be a cultivated brand, it's just the authentic goose that is me. So that said, I know a lot of you guys would prefer that your names not be read from comments, so I'm just kind of generalize a little bit. But I did want to say, Miss Rosie XO, yes, that jam jar, that is so funny you recognize the jam jar I'm keeping. Let me grab it actually. Dun, dun. And she's back. But the little jam jar that I have stored the little house stickers that I got from my sticker flakes thing, I am so impressed you recognized it. It is a jam jar that we got while we were in London. I kind of like cute little jars. It is another point between the little collector in me and my beloved minimalist Chips, but I was able to keep the small one, and now it is holding those little houses that I have already started using for when cool things happen in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. But good eye, that's really fun. Do you live over the pond, as they say? Because that's really interesting if you do and you recognize that. Also, no vids, just post. I know who you are, but I don't know if you want me to share that name with everybody. But sticky flakes sound like a terrible cereal. That's hilarious. I absolutely love that. And yeah, I'm just like glancing through a few things, and thank you so much. I'm Emmy, 1989. I'm so glad that my little glimpses of nature help so much. And again, guys, that park that I go to, it's in the middle of a huge neighborhood. I'm never more than like 2 squints of an eye and a tilt of my head away from staring in someone's backyard. It just looks like a gigantic forest because I go into the deepest, thickest central part of it. But yeah, all of the stuff that you guys see, I'm in the middle of a big city. The biggest football stadium in the United States is 2 miles away from my house. So yeah, we have a lot of people here. I just really seek out greenery, and when Chips and I choose a home, we will sacrifice a ton in order to be close to greenery for my sake more than anything. But also, Cat's Eyes Crafts asked what has been my favorite series I've done so far, like on my main channel, and that's a really good question. It changes because it's been 5 years on the main channel. So your favorite things are going to change over 5 years. So there's no like top favorite, because also each one of them have given me very unique things. Like, I still absolutely adore Zoo Tycoon 2 because they have some of the most hilarious titles, and I think they really helped me to figure out how fun and diverse and how I could teach on my channel. Like things could be and that I could teach on my channel. I mean, there's episodes that are titled like no leeches in your underwear or something like that, and I love that. I was just playful, and I did immersion role playing without realizing it, where I treated the viewer as my intern. So it was really fun because I think that kind of bantering really helped me to start on a very immersive basis. But Sims 2 was of course what I started my channel on, so I love Sims 2. But I love any of the Harvest Moons. Stardew Valley, for sure. That was like an emotionally fulfilling game. Donut Country, of a more recent one, was really fun. And knowing the history behind the development of that game helped me really appreciate it a lot more. It's actually a story about appropriation of Native American, like countryside and Native American culture, which was really cool. Let me think, like, gosh, Warrior Cats, for all that it brought into our community and the way it pushed me to really grow as a writer and a storyteller, is definitely a favorite of mine. Zoo Crafting, without saying. That's like my heart home for sure. Oh gosh, like the more I think about it, my Sims series, my green family is like visiting my own family, and not in a like weird way. It's just, how do I put it so that it's not as weird as that sounded? I am still in control of them. They are my little Sims. But the emotions that I pull up, kind of like flipping open the little catalog when I slip into their lives, are very warm and happy. So when I play in the Sims 4 Green family, I get to immerse myself in some warm and happy emotions. I get to think from their point of view, is kind of what I'm saying. So when I think from the point of view of Pine and his constant crying over that urn on the mantelpiece, oh my gosh. When I think, what I always play my Sims games really kind of slipping into the motivations of that Sim, because I'm a storyteller first. I'm sorry, Birdos, we'll go to bed soon. I'm a storyteller, and I come from storytelling backgrounds. So immersion is kind of just second nature to me, with immersing and going, what would this person really, what are their motivations? Why do they act like they do? That's how I play my Sims. That's how I play almost anything. And I don't even think about it. And a lot of people ask me, how do you write the stories that you do so quickly? Like something happens in The Sims and boom, I've got a backstory for it. It's because I come from a place of immersion. I'm already there. I'm already thinking about how everything is connected. I don't see it as a game as much as I am inside the story. And it's really fun that way. So the Green family is like going and immersing in a very happy place, even when they have to struggle and grow. So I love my Sims 4 series. I love my Sims Medieval series because it is freaking fun. It is so fun. I love Niche for everything Niche has brought to me. I really love our Let's Go Eevee series. Those are probably some of my favorites. Animal Crossing. Some of them I've loved just because I love the games. Some of them I've loved for the community they've brought to us. Some of them I've loved because they have helped grow the channel. Some of them I've loved because I got to go in like an Abzu to absolutely beautiful places that really, really meant a lot to my heart. So the answer, after 5 years and 6,873 episodes, that answer is very, it's like asking me my favorite animal. I'm gonna have a different answer every time. But I love that question, thank you. And you guys can ask me more questions when I actually am in Missouri and when I'm in North Carolina especially. I'm gonna have a lot more time where there's no vlogging with the family. There's no vlogging like around. We may not be able to go on a lot of walks because North Carolina just got pummeled by a gigantic snowstorm, so that might happen again. So if that's the case, then it'll be really nice to be able to kind of just talk to you guys with a little bit of a break between the days, because I don't know I don't know if I'll be able to do anything else. Oh my gosh, and I've rambled so long. All right, well, let me go ahead and just glance over this really quickly. I swear there was something I was like, gosh, I really wanna say something about that. Just so many of you guys are thinking about like boundaries and setting boundaries, and you guys, I'll mention it again. That book I read. Okay, so the book that helped me the most with setting boundaries is actually Deep Work by Cal Newport. And that may sound pretty interesting, but deep work is actually for knowledge workers more than anything. So take that with a grain of salt, because it's meant for people like academics or people who write papers and things like that. But anybody can read it and kind of take it for their own analysis of how they live their life. And deep work is about setting boundaries so that you can do your work well, because it's frustrating when you can't. It is. If you feel distracted by everything, if you feel overwhelmed, then learning how to set proper boundaries and give yourself the space to do deep work, to be able to work without interruptions, to be able to tell people no, to be able to close your social medias, to be able to close your email and walk away from it for like 4 hours to do your deep work, can change your life. And that is one of the most important books that I've read in the last few months, because it is what gave me the permission to start setting boundaries and go, oh, I really can't be on Discord all day long answering every single message that comes to me, because I thought I had to make people happy, and isn't my job being a joy artist? But I was miserable and exhausted to do that because everybody felt like I had all this time to talk with them. Not everybody, but like a lot of people did, and I didn't. But people would be offended, because I think when you're a YouTuber, people have this idea, because they hang out with you during their free time, that you always have free time, because to them, the video you make is free time, because it's their free time. And so it's very hard, I've found. Very few people, mostly people who have actually done creative work before, can understand. But a lot of people who are younger especially don't get that there's a ton of work that goes on and you have to focus. So Deep Work by Cal Newport, who's also the author of Be So Good They Can't Ignore You and some really great books for college students, is the book that taught me that it's important and okay to have boundaries. And then the Overcoming Perfectionism book, which I will link in the video description as well, is the book that really changed my life, because it helped me learn to let go and just stop trying to be perfect. And that trying to make everyone happy or feeling responsible for everybody's happiness, especially with the family background that I had, was destroying my life. And then it was okay. I wasn't a bad person for letting go of everyone else's happiness, because we all should own our own happiness and take care of it and ourselves. And so those two books completely changed my life and helped me with boundaries. So with so many of you guys mentioning in the comments that you're trying to learn how to do that too, please think about checking them out if you think they might be useful. Even if they don't speak 100% to you, there may be a system piece, like a way you can set up a system in your life that you could pluck from those. But those are the things that really have changed my life recently, a lot. And you guys have seen it, because I'm here being a goose. I'm here being a goose and leaving a little legacy, and it'll all be worth it if it can help 1 or 2 people. That's the other reason I like sharing these videos. I really wish I had had somebody in my darkest time, didn't even have to talk to them, but just somebody to just be a role model that I could relate to, that could give me the ability to imagine a different life for myself. And I really wish I had had that. Because when you start imagining a different life for yourself, you feed your hope. Hope relies on curiosity and imagination to grow. And that's why I love people feeding their curiosity and their imagination, because the more that you take care of those things, the more that you expand your capacity to hope. I'm feeling super poetic tonight, apparently. So I'm going to wrap up because I still have a ton of videos to record. It's very late, the birdos are ready to go to sleep, and I think I rambled way more than I meant to. I was happy to see you guys tonight, so probably no bonus footage, but let's go ahead and we're actually going to open some stickers. I have 1, 2, 3 more packed 4 more packages on top of this one. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 more packages on top of this one to open, and that will be perfect because we leave in about 4 days. So this is gonna be pretty exciting. Again, this is kind of my Christmas to myself, but these are the stickers. Another mystery grab bag set of stickies from the Sticky Black Friday sale. And technically, these stickies should not be duplicates of any of the ones that we got before, but considering last night, let's see if that's true or not. Okay. I have to say, I know we've had plaid recently, but that's okay. Even if we end up with a bunch of duplicate stickers, that just means more fun for me. This is from their Black Friday sale, like I said, and you're not supposed to end up with any duplicate stickers when you order more than 1 sticker grab bag at a time. If that turns out to be the case or not, we'll see, but as long as it's not more baby heads, I can totally get behind anything we find. So Merry Christmas, Siri. Congratulations for all the work that you are totally going to do tonight to earn these stickers. And let's see what we have here. So we have some plaid stickers. Very nice, very nice. Good for Christmas time. And then we've got some bunnies. Look at those guys. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, it's a little forest wonderland. I love it. Oh, here. We're gonna back up a little bit so you guys can see these a little better. Look at those. I wish your love grow forever. It's even got English. Aw, your smile is my happiness. That's so cute. Look at those. And then we have got, oh, some of these fish. Some of the, I always want to call them teriyaki, and they're not teriyaki fish. But we've got some of these adorable fish. We've got some houses. Hello. Oh, this kind of reminds me of like building blocks. Aw, that's cute. Then we've got, oh, I think these guys are upside down, so let's flip them. But we've got a little workout team. Look at that. Some of them are kind of cute, cheering you on. Oh my gosh, this guy actually cracks me up. But yeah, those are okay. Those are pretty cute. Oh, some of the little dolls. Those are really cute. I actually got one of these in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp tonight from the fortune cookies. So that's hilarious. That's perfect for like the toy day season in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. And the birds! I actually have 2 of these sticky sets from Stickies already, because this is one of my favorite bird sheets ever. This is so adorable. And we've got, oh, interesting. Oh, there's little teeth. Oh, little cupcake. Okay, I'll probably end up using some of these. These are fun. I'll use all of them eventually. That one says date. I could use that one today. Oh, this bunny. I've actually got one of these bunnies from last year. That's so funny. But guys, look, it's greenery. Greenery and washi tape. Oh, I love that. Yes, and I don't even care that this is a duplicate. I need all of the P stickers that are this adorable for next year's theme and next year's project on the vlog and main channel so badly. That is fantastic. I'm so happy to have more P stickers. We've got some gate stickers. Pretty cool. Those will be interesting. Oh, and then we do already have this one, but I really like it, so I'm not upset. Pretty cute. Oh, and another duplicate, sort of, but very, very interesting. I could see myself using some of these. We've got some little glitter stickers. We have some little triangles, very artsy indeed. We've got this guy again. I still love how he looks like a little squirrel to me. That's really cute. Oh, some more duplicates, but I'm not too upset because I actually really like all of these right here. I've already used some of them. And look at how cute! Gosh, this would have been perfect for when I was doing the Pocket Camp event with Bunny's Little Red Riding Hood. That's adorable. I love these stickers. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that, Mount Fuji. Hi! And we've got the arcades again. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. And we've also got this sticker set again. This is the one that has like all of those little paperclip animals, but they're really cute, so I don't mind. A giraffe! And I think this is actually a different version of it because they have squirrels and giraffes on this one. I would have remembered if there were giraffes. Oh, look at the mama chicken! That is so cute. And her little chicks. Oh my gosh, and there's even a peacock. Okay, this just like elevated itself to the top of the pile. You guys, and we got long giraffe again. And this is actually a different color variant than the last ones. And there's a little lion. I always save the lion stickers to use when I'm thinking about chips in my journal. Holy cow, this is a lot of stickers. This is so cool. Look at these. I love these flowers. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to give this to my sister. Cat butt. Cat butt. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. And we've got more of the bird stickers. Oh, that makes me happy. And I think these are duplicates again, but they have giraffes, so I have no problem with that. And more bird stickers. That is a winner. Okay. I may have a lot of stickers now. I may need to do a lot of extra joy journaling on vacation, which I'm really looking forward to. And I have to say, guys, I just tried a bite of the cookie. I don't like sugar cookies, so this is actually the first nibble I've had of any of it. I don't like sugar cookies. I like these. I like these. Not just because they were so much work to make, but I like them. Probably because they have some almond extract in it. And I love almond desserts. But alright guys, thank you so much. I am feeling amazingly refreshed just by chatting with you guys, even though it is so late here. My goosey self is going to try to get that Psyduck out of that Pokeball tonight, and I will see you guys in the morning. Bye guys.